that you can do to increase your confidence and competence in building your business. So guys, this is so crucial. When you think about how much your confidence plays into what it is that we do, it's big. Imagine this. You're sitting there, you're at a restaurant, you see someone from across the room. You're like, hey, this person would be perfect for my business. What makes the difference if you get up, go over there and start up a conversation with them, or you just continue to sit in your seat? Your confidence level, right? I mean, it makes a huge difference in how successful we are. How about talking in front of the room? I mean, in network marketing, you've heard the whole phrase, the person with the marker is the one making the money, aka the person in the front of the room, the person presenting, the person sharing is the one that's gonna make the money. But how do you get to the front of the room? Well, you gotta have some skills. You gotta have some skills, you gotta be prepared. So let's talk a little bit about why people start off and they feel like they don't have it all together. Well, number one, they're unsure. Right? They're not sure exactly what's going to happen, how everything is going to go. We have no experience, right? We're just getting started, maybe just getting going in the business. Another one is they're afraid of how they're going to look. They're afraid of embarrassing themselves, or afraid of looking silly, or maybe getting rejected, and perhaps even a little bit afraid of the results. So let's talk a little bit about how the whole learning process works. Now, maybe you've seen this type of thing before. This is my little chart, my little graph. So when somebody first gets started, typically they are, they have a very low level of what they know how to do. They're just maybe getting the basics together. But as they start moving and grooving and actually going through the process, they can pick up their skills very rapidly. And then, of course, there's a little bit of a plateau. And of course, if they're a person that likes to do personal development and they're always getting better, they're always striving, always learning, always kind of pushing forward, then they're going to continue to ratchet this thing on up. But in the beginning is where you have that initial explosion of growth. Now, how does that happen and why does that happen? Do you remember, you're probably 15 years old, so this may be going back a little ways. Do you remember, you're 15, you're like, I just need my permit so I can start driving, I can get out, I can have my freedom. You want to get your license, so you're ready to go on the road. And you study, you learn, you do all this stuff so that you can go there, pass your test, and you're like, I got my permit, let's go. And the minute you get in that car and you start driving, it's a completely different experience. Do you know what I'm talking about? Do you guys remember this? I vividly remember the terrified look on my mom's face when I first started driving. So we go from head knowledge, like learning things in a book, to actually experiencing it. And that is the reality of how life works when it comes to our learning curve. A lot of times people, when they first get started, they are over here. And they're so hung up on, I need to learn my back office. I need to learn my comp plan. I need to learn every single detail. I need to know how to enroll someone. I need to know this. I need to know that. I need to know all my pricing. They're so concerned about all the little itty bitty details. And knowing some stuff is important. I mean, I'm going to tell you, energy and enthusiasm is going to beat out all the nitty gritty details 99% of the time. But they start over here and they're like, okay, I'm ready to go. And then what do? We start doing some stuff and we have an experience. Then what happens? Then we learn from the experience that we have. It's not just like we learned it and we know everything. The whole experience is part of the learning curve. So then what do? We come back over here and we say, hey, you know what? Here's what I learned. I learned that when I say this, I get a bad response. Or when I do this in the front of the room, this is how it goes with the prospects. We call this learn knowledge and activity knowledge. You go out there, you might learn a little bit in the book, you might learn a little bit from your upline, you might learn because you went through a launch plan training or something like that, but where does the rubber meet the road? The rubber meets the road when you get out there and you get into action. And a lot of times people, they get focused on all this other junk, okay? They get focused on things that are non-income producing because they are afraid to come over here and get into action. And if you have been at a point in your life where you're like, oh, I'm over here, I'm organizing my product, or I'm looking through my back office, oh, I'm going through my compliance training, which of course is good, but we spend so much time doing the things that are the non-income producing activities. I don't know if you've ever heard of this phrase, vital behaviors. Vital behaviors is so very important because in any business, for anybody, there's only a couple of core vital behaviors. Those are basically the things that are going to drive your business. They're going to put, cash in your bank account. They're the things that push the envelope, the things that push the wheel. And a lot of times it's easy to get sidetracked with all the other things that we're more comfortable with doing. Talking to a prospect for the very first time, your heart might be pounding, you might be a little nervous, you're not too sure about everything, but you know what? You go out there and you make some mistakes, and then you come back around here and you learn from it. So how to have more confidence and competence in your business is what we started off talking about. So first of all, we got to have a little bit of basic knowledge, but then afterwards we need to get out there and we need to start doing it. After we start doing it, we want to kind of come back around and say, okay, let's reflect. Let's examine, what did we do that was awesome? What did we do that was great? What did we do where we were like knocking it out of the park? And what do we do that we need to improve? Where are the areas where like maybe something didn't go how you had a picture it in your mind and you're like, okay, I want it to go different next time. What do I need to change to make it better? So those are some simple things that you can do that will just help you as you're wanting to build up your confidence, as you're wanting to build up your competency in there in the marketplace. You know, it's so interesting because even doing these videos, here we are, I'm live with you guys. When I first got started, I was like, I don't want to do live videos. Are you kidding me? Oh my gosh, what happens when you mess up? You can't edit anything. And so your brain starts playing tricks on you, and it can actually hold you back from what you're called to do. It can hold you back from your destiny because we have to push through. We have to have that courage that needs to get stirred up on the inside of us. So even though it may be a little uncomfortable, even though it may be, you know, not the thing that you feel like you know everything about, you move forward and you go for it anyways. And it's pushing through and having the courage and having the confidence to just leap out and do it regardless that's gonna cause the growth. If we always stay over here and we're always in our learning phase, but we never get out and do anything, we're not gonna have the growth that we're looking for. So take that, my friends, use it, apply it. If this was helpful and it added some value to you, feel free to share. You can pass it on. Get it in front of the people that you know that this would be beneficial to, because I can guarantee you right now, if you have a team of people, there are people in your group that are holding back because they're afraid. They're holding back because they don't have the confidence, they don't have the competence, and they're not quite sure what to do. And it's just about their getting out there, pushing forward, getting started. What do they say? A journey of 1,000 miles begins with the what? Begins with the first step. So we got to take the first step, and then we have to learn from the experience that happened, and that is going to be how we're going to grow. So guys, I hope this added some value to you. One other thing is, if you want to work on, you know, really knocking it out of the park this year, you really want to grow your business, you're ready to take some things to the next level, then one of the things that I would recommend is learning to tool up, learning to expand what you know how to do. The lifeblood of our business, the lifeblood of network marketing, is getting what we got in front of new people. The more you're able to get eyeballs on presentations, the more you're able to share what it is that you have 100%, the more people you will have join your team, the more your customer base is gonna grow, your residual income is gonna grow, your bonus checks are gonna grow, all the stuff that we're looking for. So one of the things that's been so very beneficial to me, and I know it will help you as well in building your business, is learning how to prospect online. And not just prospect online, but actually have like reverse prospecting, where the prospects are coming to you. They're reaching out to you, they're messaging you, they're Facebooking you, they're contacting you saying, hey, I wanna learn more. If you'd like to learn more about how to do that, I have something that will help you. If you click on the link that's listed in the description, you're gonna get my social media blueprint. This is something that has been tremendous for us in growing our business, and it covers 4 essential elements that will help you learn how to attract prospects to you. So if that's something you'd like, go ahead and click on that. It's a free download. Take it, use it, and apply it in your business. And I wish you the very best of success. So have an amazing night, and I will see you all next time. Take care and be blessed.
For more great training and to receive your free MP3 download on how to attract prospects using social media, the 4 essential elements to attracting prospects, visit summergeronimo.com.